questions I had asked him was, who is your dark horse? And a majority of the players here actually believe it's Zangief Bolado.
100%. You know, I've had a lot of time to kind of study the way that he's been playing, just based off of the matchups alone, right? I feel like Zangief Bolado will have a plethora of Kens to play against. TOKIDO has some very specific ones with like Kobion, Inabashi, Zangief as well. It's going to be a very interesting dynamic to see if whether or not Zangief Bolado will step up to the challenge and blow up everything that TOKIDO throws at him. But that's going to be our first matchup of this block, followed by Dual Kevin along with Kakeru. That's going to be so crazy. GG Halibel versus Zangief Bolado to follow suit in match 3. Of course, TOKIDO versus Jabi M afterwards. And then Dual Kevin to seal it out against GG Halibel for match 5.
I am so excited for all of these matches. Just being again, that's why I love Capcom Cup so much, right? You're talking about 48 players from 24 different regions. We have so much representation here. Again, Brazil, we just saw Juninho Ross do really well earlier today. We just saw Salvatore do really well, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to see Zangief Bolado put in some work. And I think it's kind of rough because his first match is against Kakeru, which is obviously, he qualified from Japan for having the most points in Japan. That has to be like the hardest region to qualify through, right? And it's a bad matchup in general. So it wasn't the easiest for Zangief Bolado's first match, or first set. But now we get to see him go. I mean, this is another Titan, TOKIDO.
No doubt.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of compare it to like character to character, but I still feel like Ken might be a little bit of a tough matchup. And I say that with a grain of salt. I mean, I know a lot of the Zangief players have a certain opinion on it. I know Ken players have a certain opinion on it, but you are right. I mean, this is one of the Titans of all Titans. This is TOKIDO that we're talking about. However, Zangief Bolado, I feel like he is going to be much more comfortable versus Ken in general, right? Because of the abundance of it. Like, how often does he get to face off against a very particular JP specialist?
Yeah, exactly, 100%. And I believe Zangief Bolado, do I have... Anyways, yeah, he's ready for this. Actually, one of the questions I asked him too was who was he excited to play in his group, and he said it was TOKIDO. He said he's been a fan of TOKIDO for a really long time, so he's very excited to play TOKIDO. And funny enough, this is kind of what I said about Salvatore in the previous group. He also said he's been watching Punk for a long time. That was his idol, and when he got a chance to play against Punk, he actually beat Punk. So I'm wondering if that's going to happen again.
I mean, we've already seen that kind of happen a little bit earlier, though, with a couple of groups. We've seen some quote-unquote upsets. Maybe we'll see one to close out our blocks here. Group C, again, the final one here at Day 2 in Capcom Come. Let's get it. Zangief Bolado versus TOKIDO in Game 1. Zangief versus Ken.
Let's get it. I'm interested in seeing how Zangief Bolado approaches this matchup, because typically I think he's a pretty slow Zangief player in general. He immediately gets punish counter when I say that from his standing medium kick.
Yeah, I mean, you have to test the ranges, right? I mean, that's something he's got to digest quickly, or else he's going to get throw looped up. That's 2 in a row already. Try to go for a third one. Yep, I like that. Counter hit pretty quick off his feet, too.
100%, yeah. And this time not whiffing with the fierce. Again, going back into neutral, I will say Zangief Bolado is one of the Zangief players that uses standing medium kick quite a bit.
And I like to harp on that a little bit more, right? I feel like he does it to kind of gauge the distance between his players, the players he's playing off against, but he's going to have to use that sparingly. Now he's testing TOKIDO's reaction with the light, right?
I think he's trying to see if maybe he can catch the light off of a whiff button, something like that. But right now, again, he's sprinkling the neutral with different lights, mediums, and heavies. Trying to see if he can get a connect on TOKIDO. But what a neutral jump coming from TOKIDO. Taking the first round in the first game.
Yes, sir. Pretty risk-averse, if you ask me. You see something like a light, and personally, I would also hold up. If they're not continuing the combo, 100%, I don't want to even come close to an ODSPB, because that pretty much changes the trajectory of that round.
Yeah, very safe defensive option there coming from TOKIDO. Like, because what else would Zangief do if you get hit by a light, right? I think you either get comboed or you get hit by the SPD. So holding up was really a good decision there from TOKIDO.
I feel like there was an opportunity, especially after that gym ride, to possibly get a scoop. That's not the case. Zangief a little reluctant to even show off some of the SPDs in certain cases, but right now TOKIDO's going to take full advantage of this corner pressure shift. Fujin right, yeah. To go on in there. A couple more sequences, he possibly could get that burnout.
Yeah, with the heavies right now, as you mentioned, the burnout is coming right now. And Zangief doesn't deal the best because the supers aren't the best against burnout, but the charge fierce is the option. He already knew. He's been there so many times already.
Yeah, I feel like he's one of the few characters that get to break the mechanics of the game, right? With that armor, being able to survive while in burnout against some of the DIs, so long as he has the life to back it, right? So I do like that option. However, is it too little too late with the amount of life that he has left? He does have critical art. Oh, this is a huge start. Level 3.
Is this gonna kill?
No shot.
You tell
no
me.
Shot. No shot.
It is a critical art, but
off the light as well.
It is off the light, yeah. With the OD Lariat. Okay, not even close to killing. Yeah. 2 more guesses if you went for the throw, but Zangief Bolado did not want to risk what TOKIDO was going to wake up with.
Ooh, dangerous. Dangerous territory for Zangief Bolado. A single hit, counter poke will do it too from crouching medium punch. TOKIDO is able to bait it.
Can he find a connection with the lights?
What else would you have done from that far?
What an option. What an option. He really couldn't get anything off of the 3 lights, right? So he had to go for running bear grab.
That is quite fair. It is quite fair. TOKIDO with just a little bit of fuel left in the tank to let that OD uppercut rip just in case. Can't blame the man, honestly, from the side of Zangief Bolado.
Yeah, not at all. You kind of had to risk going for that just because he wanted to seal the deal. I don't know if he had canceled the drive rush, but he had gotten enough damage still. I don't think so.
No, I think he was burned out at that point as soon as that the initial cancel had happened. Yeah, being able to get that second hit. Off the lariat. Oh, yes. The big side switch off of the sweep, too.
Okay, back into the corner pressure.
Counter hit. Stuffed out whatever Zangief Bolado was trying to do. Backdash. Just in case the throw loop was coming. TOKIDO, he doesn't want to over-address the issue. He just wants to, keep the containment going. I like this. Come on now. Let me see that. Let me see those fears get started.
Okay, playing a little neutral here. How's Zangief Bolado going to switch it up?
Oh my. Oh my.
Okay. Just enough with the lariat to close it out in the first round in the second match.
I definitely got tongue-tied and I froze when he
when the first time he got the hit, I was just like, wait, is he going to close it out with this one? And then no, he reset it to the second combo. I was like, okay, that was the right decision there.
Got the first SPD of the day for Zangief Bolado.
There's a short late confirm on the health stab too.
We like those trades. We love those trades if you're Zangief. The extra vitality goes a long way.
Oh, the drive rush low forward actually with punishes the stand short coming from Zangief Bolado. Into a level 3 from TOKIDO. Are we going to go in? What do you think? He has a level 3. I don't think we go in here.
No, we definitely don't. I feel like he just wants to drive gauge back, kind of keep it contained. He's at a life deficit too. He doesn't want to press the issue too much against Zangief Bolado to lose that momentum. But we'll see how that plays out. Zangief Bolado could still find his way in if he makes the appropriate reads. Trying to react to something that fast. TOKIDO still quicker to the gun.
Yeah. Oh, back there. Oh, with the punish counter, OD SPD is enough to take it with the damage. And we're making it 1-1, taking it down to the last match of the set.
Yeah, and that was a really good perception there from Zangief Bolado, knowing full well that TOKIDO's timing on the Fierce has to be before the lariat would come out. So it was a very, very appropriate defensive maneuver from the side of Zangief Bolado to finish it out. And of course, spending the rest of that meter, he had to do it. I'm liking this. 1-1 in a matchup that we were very much so looking forward to.
Beautiful, and you still see on TOKIDO's end, he is trying to whip punish with the crouch strong, but unfortunately, sometimes it's not that easy to whip punish Zangief's, especially standing light kick. So I like TOKIDO that he started throwing in dry rush with a normal as a whip punish versus just going for the crouch strong.
Oh.
There's a short reset to the headbutt. He recognized that TOKIDO likes holding up during block strings, and that's why that headbutt connected.
Oh, damn. You get so much mileage off of that punish counter as well. You send him flying towards the corner. No shot! Yeah, TOKIDO helicoptering his way out of that private jet. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, with the Jinrai, was able to break the armor, and unfortunately, that makes Zangief Bolado burnt out as well. But again, he's still sitting on that charge fierce. He'll still have it.
Yeah, it's more so the chip damage he's about to take. Okay, yeah, that is a counter hit. You get the full string up. Off the medium target combo, the chops to the chest. One false swipe, I feel like, from TOKIDO could actually spell his demise.
Nice.
And I like that option, yo. Zangief's defensive options have been so clean, by the way. TOKIDO tried to empty jump, bait out the parry. Zangief Bolado 2 steps ahead, and now looking at match point. What a changeup. 2 bars apiece from both ends.
Beautiful play, and we're starting to see a little bit more activity coming off for Zangief Bolado. I think that was one of the first drive rush charge fierces he actually did in neutral. He started off the round with this. But we're back to the crouch strong coming from TOKIDO, trying to find a whip punish.
Oh, I'm liking this too. He's still hovering around the ranges as to where like TOKIDO wants to try to press up for a fireball. A couple of trades thus far from Zangief.
And there's a whip punish with the roundhouse into the level 3 just to get the damage. Started early from the second round.
And not too bad, right? You're still going to be able to build yourself up back to level 3 within the same round, perhaps, or even into the next round. Yeah, he's too keen and aware for some of these SPDs to land. But Zangief would not be that discouraged. The backdash does get caught, but to no avail. It's still going to be a throw, uppercut, still containing the unit that is Zangief. A couple of lights, he's backing away. Hopscotching in and out of the ranges, too.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Kind of holding my breath here for a second.
Oh, as you should, to be fair.
Well, spaced fireball as a poke there just to catch Zangief Bolado. Slightly walking forward, trying to close the distance. But we are on the set point for both of these players.
Yeah, I'm still surprised TOKIDO even throw that fireball because Zangief still has 3 stock ready. He could have level 2 past it perhaps, but I think he's saving it for a rainy day just in case TOKIDO tries to get froggy with it. Punish counter with the mediums, drive rush on in there, punish counter again, now a lot closer.
Okay. Zangief Bolado really has to be careful with those fierces he's been throwing out because he's been whip punished so many times by TOKIDO at this point, even with the roundhouse.
He's held on to this level 3 for so long, by the way, Zangief Bolado has, and I feel like, again, he's letting TOKIDO run away with some of these fireballs. All right, that's 2 checks thus far. Oh, counter hit!
Okay, one more mix-up. Are we gonna find it? Oh my!
Oh no!
Airborne wasn't able to get the level 3 cancel. Oh, there it is! To the level 2. He recognized. He recognized it wasn't gonna hit. Sorry, and then there he goes. He actually takes out TOKIDO. Oh my god, I got so hype over that.
That is crazy. My man Zangief Bolado was so down in the dumps yesterday. I had a chance to kind of talk to him, but he shook it off immediately as soon as I saw him this morning. He's like, you know what, I'm feeling much better.
Yeah.
I'm feeling much better. I can't be down. I'm only down 1 game. But taking down TOKIDO, you don't have to worry about him for the rest of the week. That is a giant win for the big man.
Yeah, and I'm just so happy because I wasn't sure if he could have got the cancel off the first OD Lariat because it hit so high, but I'm so happy. This is something that Justin actually called out a long time ago, that players, especially when they jump, if they fail the first time, for some reason it's just like a natural habit to jump again, and TOKIDO gave him exactly that. He did a second jump and he was finally able to get the OD Lariat into the level 2.
Oh, he was sitting for a while. He was cooking on that too. He left it in the oven. He's like, you know what? It's time to cook. Bam! OD Lariat. But speaking of cooking, let's take a look at the replays. TOKIDO, I feel like he was so in charge in the first game, just based off of the momentum he was playing at. But Zangief Bolado had some really explosive moments for him as well.
Yeah, and you can see, like, I think he made all these right defensive reads, especially on, like, the resets that Zangief Bolado was going for. TOKIDO was not having any of that, and I think Zangief Bolado had realized that. He took a second to think about it. He's just like, okay, maybe I should stop going for these resets because TOKIDO is either jumping or he's ODDPing just to get the pressure off of him.
Right. Yeah, just looking at, you talked about the defensive maneuvers and his decision-making. That parry and that timing specifically, he understood the assignment so well. And even TOKIDO afterwards, he tried to get a safe jump to no avail, right? Zangief Bolado really showing off all those different options and to a great benefit also. Getting the right confirms as well, not giving up on the plays, right? But TOKIDO, it was hard to really assess this. Zangief Bolado, again, holding on to 3 bars for what, 2 whole rounds straight? I was wondering when he was going to let it rip.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was just like, is he looking for a fireball to the level 2? Because he wasn't buffering in the neutral. But actually, he had to save for this OD Lariat cancel into the level 2. And he takes the set against TOKIDO. Insane, insane play.
2-1. Now, it's not the cleanest that he would want, but still a win's a win. Playboy will
Against
definitely take
TOKIDO?
those. 100%, right? Putting him on the board in general, tying himself up with Jobby M, Dual Kevin, thus far, and technically TOKIDO because that's his first loss, right? So an excellent showing from Zangief Bolado. I'm actually such a fan of his, being able to talk to him and seeing his progression throughout the entirety of the CP.